LAN switching segmentation. What is network segmentation? Segmentation divides a computer network into smaller parts. The purpose is to improve network performance and security. Other terms that often mean the same thing are network segregation, network partitioning, and network isolation. LAN segmentation simply means breaking one LAN into parts, with each one called a segment. How does segmentation works? Segmentation works by controlling how traffic flows among the parts. How does segmentation works? You can choose to stop all traffic in one part from reaching another, or you can limit the flow by traffic type, source destination, and many other options. So, switches are data link layer devices that, like bridges, enable multiple physical LAN segments to be interconnected into a single larger network. Segmenting shared media LANs divide user into two or more separate LAN segments, reducing the number of users contending for bandwidth. Benefits of network segmentation with switches. Unlike hubs and repeaters, switches allow multiple data streams to pass simultaneously. LAN switches are used to interconnect multiple LAN segments. LAN switching provides dedicated collision-free communication between network devices. With support for multiple simultaneous conversations. Collision switches reduce collision on network segment because they provide dedicated bandwidth to each network segment, and each connected segment is in separate collision domain. LAN switching operation. LAN switching is a form of packet switching used in local area network. LAN switching is performed using hardware at the data link layer. Switches can use three main forwarding techniques as follows: store and forward switching, cut-through switching, fragment-free switching. Store and forward switching. This LAN switch forwarding method copies the entire frame into the switch buffer and performs a cyclic redundancy check for errors within the frame. Because only the frame header is inspected before the switch begins to forward the frame, once it reaches destination MAC address, this forwarding method is very fast and reduces latency, which is the amount of time it takes a packet to travel from source to destination. Fragments-free switching. Fragments-free switching waits for the collision window, which is the first 64 bytes of a frame, to be accepted before forwarding the frame to its destination. This switching method was developed primarily to address and solve the problem encountered with late collisions, which occur when another system attempts to transmit frame after a host has transmitted at least the first 60 bytes of its frame. LAN switching cut-through forwarding. In computer networking, cut-through switching, also called cut-through forwarding, is a method for packet switching systems wherein the switch starts forwarding a frame or packet before the whole frame has received. Normally as soon as the destination address is processed. Compared to store and forward, this technique reduces latency through the switch and relies on the destination devices for error handling. Cut-through switching is closely associated with wormhole switching. With cut-through switching, the LAN switches copies into its memory only the destination MAC addresses, which is located in the first 6 bytes of the frame following the preamble. A cut-through switch reduces delay because the switch begins to forward the frame as soon as it reaches destination MAC address and determines the outgoing switch port.